Super late night cast, Mac here. I got distracted by the college football madness of the conference championships today. They were fantastic. College football's awesome, and I was fully anticipating a Juan Soto, Jeff Passan bomb, so I was trying to anticipate that, but of course it'll probably come when everyone's sleeping, or at least when I'm sleeping, because I sleep later. But we did have two blue chip free agents come off the board, and a catcher came off the board as well, so I thought I'd come on here and talk about it and what I like about them and what is a little skittish for me on all fronts. But the first blue chip is Willy Adames, 7 years, $182 to the San Francisco Giants. And good for the Giants, who have whiffed on the big fish last few off seasons. The Carlos Correa medicals fiasco led him to go back to the Minnesota Twins, and almost having Aaron Judge, but not. I love Willy Adames as a player, but I feel like this could age poorly just because it's a cavernous ballpark to hit in Oracle Park. Not saying that Willy Adames can't succeed there, because he can. His strikeout rate just scares me a little bit, and the fact that you're coming from Milwaukee, which is a great hitter's park, going to Oracle. But 31 of Willy Adames' 32 homers would have been homers in Oracle Park, and he would have been the first 30-homer guy in a Giants uniform for a while. And those notes from Sarah Langs, just got to give her credit, of course, there. So it's great, and it's a big swing by Buster Posey, his first major deal as Giants president of baseball operations. It just feels like it could age really poorly given Willy Adames' strikeout rate, but we'll see what happens. He's a great all-around player, and I'm happy to see somebody go somewhere else other than the Dodgers. So congratulations to Willy and the Giants. It just doesn't necessarily give me the warm and fuzzies, but it's also not terrible at the same time. Plus, Willy will be able to play a little bit more in Coors Field, and that can help out as well. So a lot of good things here, but just a little. But the price tags continue to be insane, so that's a thing. Apparently, the Braves were in on him. I don't really believe that, given the reports of the luxury tax and trying to stay under the second luxury tax. But I also believe that this is our championship window, and I think we're going to add significant pieces. It might not be in the way that we all want, throwing money. Our situation is just not the same with Liberty Media and all that. So, and I think 182 is way too much. I mean, Swanson got 177. He's been pretty solid for the Cubs. And he strikes out less than Willy Adames, so I think it's a little much. But the way the market is, it's pretty much on par. The other couple of biggish news was that Tyler O'Neill signed a 3-year, $49.5 million deal with the O's. I like this deal. Tyler O'Neill was awesome for the Boston Red Sox, and he's been solid everywhere he's went. The problem with him is the injuries, but it's still great value, and it's less expensive than probably Anthony Santander is going to be, and they could shore up the rotation still in many different ways if they wanted to. I think Tyler O'Neill is a great clubhouse guy as well. The value is pretty much the value is going to be there. Obviously, I think hopefully Tyler O'Neill can stay a little bit more healthy than he has lately, but I still think the value is great there. He's solid defensively. He can do it. He can give you some pop. He can give you the extra base hit. He can do a lot of things with the bat in his hand, so I really like that for the O's. And also the O's got a quality backup catcher and former Yankee, former Brewer, Gary Sanchez, 1 year, $8.5 million. That seems to be the market for the backup catcher salary or the catcher salary. He had a solid year with the Brewers. I think it's really good to pair with Adley Rutschman. They've done a nice job so far addressing needs. Maybe that leaves Anthony Santander open. And Tyler O'Neill is 1 year younger than Anthony Santander as well. So factor that in. But it seems like the catching market is $8.5 million just for 1 year, so it's hefty. But again, the market prices are insane for every position, so it's not all that surprising. But I think two really good moves by the O's, veterans that have been around the block and have been through every scenario that possible. So I think that's a really good start for the O's, and hope maybe they'll add more. But I think the AL East is definitely going to be insane for sure. And whenever this Juan Soto solution happens, I think the floodgates will open up even more. But I think we've broken the ice a little bit, and hopefully the Braves get in on the party somehow, some way, some creative way, because the championship window is now, and we need to add significant pieces and just maybe significant pieces that aren't necessarily significant pieces right off the jump, but they become that. I think that's Alex Anthopoulos' ace in the hole, and I hope he can be creative with it. I understand money and luxury tax and all that is a factor, and it always is for the Braves. So we'll see what happens, but the ice is starting to break loose for the hot stove, and I'm loving to see it. And that the stars are kind of spreading out a little bit is nice to see as well. As always, go Braves, champions forever. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, helps out a lot. Thanks, guys.